Hi, this is DIY Chris from DIYNexus. Today I'm making Instant Pot yogurt. I bought my Instant Pot a few months ago, and despite the fact that there's a yogurt button on the front panel, there's not much information on how to use it to make yogurt. I've experimented by making a gallon of yogurt a week and think I've figured out a pretty good way to do it. Making yogurt isn't really that hard. Here's a brief overview. First, milk is heated to around 185 degrees Fahrenheit, which denatures the milk proteins so they don't form curds. Then, the milk is cooled to around 113 degrees Fahrenheit. A yogurt culture is mixed in, and this mixture is kept at a temperature of 113 degrees for 6 to 12 hours to allow fermentation. At this point, the yogurt is done. If you prefer a thicker consistency, as you'd see with a Greek-style yogurt, it can be strained through a filter, which removes some of the liquid whey. Sounds pretty easy. Here's what you'll need. An Instant Pot. The model I'm using is the Instant Pot Duo Plus60. I've included an Amazon link below if you're interested in purchasing one of these. If you purchase anything through the link, it'll help support us, which we appreciate. 1 gallon of milk. You can make a half gallon, just remember that the initial heating and cooling times will be shorter. I'm using 2% milk, but you can use skim milk or whole milk. The higher the fat content, the smoother and creamier the yogurt will be. 1/4 cup of yogurt to use as a starter, or 1 tablespoon per quart of milk. You can use any brand of store-bought yogurt that lists live active cultures on the ingredient label. Just choose one you enjoy. I had extra left over, so I filled an ice cube tray, covered it in plastic wrap, and froze it for the next batch. A thermometer, a spoon, a larger bowl, water, ice, storage containers. And if you want to strain the whey to thicken the yogurt, you'll also need a mesh strainer and coffee filters. Make sure all of your equipment is thoroughly cleaned and dried. I like to use my dishwasher's sanitize feature for this. The inner cooking pot and silicone sealing ring are dishwasher safe. The lid I just washed by hand in hot soapy water. To start, put the inner cooking pot in the Instant Pot, then pour in the milk. Seat and close the lid. It doesn't pressurize, but I leave the steam release handle in the venting position. Press the yogurt button several times until boil appears on the screen. This heats the mixture to around 185 degrees and takes about 50 minutes for a gallon of milk. Once it's done, it'll beep several times and yogurt will show on the screen. Now it's time to open the cover, stir the hot milk, being careful not to scrape the bottom where milk solids may have formed. Then check the temperature to see if it's up to 185. Since it's a bit shy of that, I'll close the lid and press the slow cooker button and let it continue heating for another 15 minutes. The shortest time for the slow cooker setting is 30 minutes, so I'll just let it go till it shows 15 minutes left. Press cancel to stop the slow cooker program. Then it's time to open the lid, skim off any skin on the top, and stir it again. Now it's time to cool the mixture. Take a larger mixing bowl that's shorter than the inner pot and add ice and water. Then use oven mitts or pot holders to take the hot inner pot and set it in the bowl of ice and water. The idea is to cool the milk to just under 113 degrees, quicker than waiting for it to cool naturally. Stir the milk and check the temperature often so it doesn't drop too far below 113. This takes less than 5 minutes. If the ice melts, you can carefully add more to the mixing bowl. Remove the cooking pot and set it on a dish towel and dry the outside. Then insert the cooking pot back into the Instant Pot. Now take a small bowl and add the 1/4 cup of store-bought yogurt, or 2 cubes of frozen yogurt if you've done that, and add a cup of the warm milk. Mix it thoroughly. If you're using the frozen cubes, make sure they completely melt. Pour this into the cooking pot and stir to mix thoroughly. Put the lid back on and press the yogurt button until it says 8 hours. The longer you let it ferment, the tangier the yogurt will be, so I increased the time to 12 hours by pressing the plus button. The display will count up from 0. When the time is up, open the lid and you'll find a gallon of yogurt. If there's liquid whey visible, just stir to reincorporate it. Move the yogurt to sealed containers and refrigerate them. Just make sure it's eaten within 2 weeks. Or, if you prefer the thicker consistency of a Greek-style yogurt, here's one way to strain it. Take a mesh strainer and place it into a container. Make sure there's room at the bottom to hold the whey that drains out. Then I use 3 small coffee filters to line the strainer. Then just scoop in the yogurt until the strainer is full and place it in the fridge for a few hours. I'll cover the pot with the remainder of the yogurt and put it in the fridge too, which will get strained when the first batch is done. I let it strain for 4 hours, then move the yogurt into sealed containers to be refrigerated for up to 2 weeks. That's it. It takes quite a while to make, but most of the time is unattended. I like to start it in the evening, so it'll be ready just after I wake up in the morning. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing and give us a thumbs up. As always, thanks for watching.